Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another StarCraft II Legacy of the Void cast. Today we're going to be taking another look at the Zerg player known as JimRising, who's up in the top left corner of Abyssal Reef. His opponent is going to be down in the bottom right corner. Playing as the blue Zerg today, we have a ZVZ. We have GAMETIME as the blue Zerg down in the bottom right corner. Now, we do see the GAMETIME, what he just did there. For those of you who are new to StarCraft, who came with F2P, what GAMETIME did was basically he made enough drones to cap out his supply, and then he put down an extractor, which would actually take one supply away, so he could start another drone. And then he cancels the extractor to get that one drone back, which put him at 1 over his supply limit, which just gives him a little bit extra mining time. It's sort of minuscule, but it's not really that big of a deal. We do have GAMETIME putting down his second hatchery already. Meanwhile, JimRising's already got his spawning pool put down. No gas started yet for either of our players, but I feel like this extra hatchery, we have Jim's hatchery just going down just now. Not too sure how much of a difference it's going to make based on GAMETIME's hatchery timing and his spawning pool timing compared to JimRising. We do have gas coming down for both players. Fool's earlier than I would have done it, but, you know. I'm not a Grandmaster, so I don't know. We do have our Overlords. Oh, there we go. They're going to cross each other right in the middle of the map there. Nothing really too special yet. We've got more Overlords. I sent them straight across the map on the same path. Look at that. That's kind of funny. See how much we don't have enough gas for metabolic boost yet coming out of Jim, but his queens are just about done. We've got GAMETIME just starting his queens right here at his 2 bases. Meanwhile, Jim's natural expansion isn't quite finished yet. We do have his queen coming down, trying to snipe an Overlord maybe. Where is she going? I think that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to be sniping the Overlord. Meanwhile, Jim's second hatchery did just finish. We do have one of Jim's Zerglings that went to scout in GAMETIME's expansion. He is going to get chased out by a little handful of Zerglings here from GAMETIME. Actually, the Queen didn't go to shoot down. Maybe he just didn't walk far enough down to see him. I'm not sure, because he's still full health, which is kind of odd. We do have the Baneling Nest coming down for JimRising, and we still just have our spot. Oh, there it is. In the expansion, we've got the Baneling Nest. Now, if somebody could tell me in the comments, what is it, just because of the drones here? He doesn't want to take away from these. What would be the advantage? Well, I guess I can see it right here. He's got a wall here with these rocks. I don't even need you guys in the comments to tell me about that one. That's probably why he built this Baneling Nest right here, and so did GAMETIME as well. It makes a wall so the Zerglings can't come in this way and attack the drones. That's pretty smart. Finally, we do have Queens coming after one of GAMETIME's Overlords, which they're probably going to be able to get it. We've got 2 Queens attacking this one Overlord. 24 HP. One more shot's going to be able to do... Ooh! Oh, man. The Zergling almost distracted. If it was just one Queen, maybe. Maybe the Overlord could have gotten around this, but I think the Queen would have still caught up. We've got some blue Zerglings from GAMETIME coming in to the expansion. Oh, well-placed Banelings here. He's got Banelings in the expansion. He's going to take out some of JimRising's drones. Meanwhile, Jim's Zerglings are going to be trying to take on GAMETIME's Zerglings, and he's going to be sending more to reinforce. He's going to be warping in some more Banelings, because that's what Zerg units do, is they warp. 100% definitely. We've got GAMETIME canceling some of the Banelings because they wouldn't have finished in time. The Zerglings definitely would have killed them. And we've got a lot of Queens here for JimRising. Probably going to be easily able to defend this. This Queen does have enough energy for transfusion. Just got to watch out for those Baneling hits against Showtime's GAMETIME. Wrong dude. Against GAMETIME's Lings here. Ooh, the Banelings are going to hit each other, cancel each other out. We've got Jim morphing in some more. Banelings going to cancel those because they're not going to be able to survive. I'm not sure he's going to be able to hold this third base. We have a Queen on the ramp. Sitting right next to the rocks. Ooh, these Banelings are going to be big. We're going to transfuse the first Queen. She's going to live. Oh my goodness, I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. It's not, and they are going to take out the second queen as well. It's not looking good for JimRising at this point. Meanwhile, GameTime is pouring out more and more and more lings across the map. If JimRising can hold it together, like I said, the Zerglings haven't actually come after the third base. So if Jim can hold this together, he might have a chance. Meanwhile, GameTime does already have his third base up. It looks like Jim is actually doing pretty well holding this with the queens. I mean, he's constantly pumping out more Zerglings. He's making a lot of Banelings as well, but so is GameTime. And we're just seeing a lot of Baneling on Baneling hits. There we go. Jim's third base is actually going to finish. Not sure if I actually, if I was GameTime, if I would have wanted to commit to that. Maybe it's more important to take out the Zerglings. Let's see if we have any tech coming on. No, nothing yet. No switches to Mutalisks or anything yet going on. We've got more queens getting started by Jim. And more Baneling on Baneling action. Very nice, very nice. Take a look at the unit count real quick. We do see that GameTime has a lot more Zerglings going on. Ooh, nice. Nice Baneling hit. We've got some more morphing in for the blue Zerg player here. And like I said, Jim does have a lot of queens, so as long as his Zergling force does not get lost to the Banelings, I think he's going to be okay. GameTime moving in with a lot of his Zerglings and a couple of sneaky Ooh. Man, Zerg versus Zerg is so crazy to watch, and just like that, we've got all of Jim's Zerglings down. GameTime has a lot of Zerglings running into the natural. Going to be trying to take out this queen right here. Easy money. Nope. Some of them are going to split off and go into the main. And we've got more Banelings moving in. Oh my goodness. Jim easily going to be able to clean that up with his Banelings. Look at that. And then suddenly, we've got JimRising as our player that's just fine. After all of those Zerglings, more Banelings moving in for GameTime. I keep wanting to call him Showtime, but it's not Showtime. Are they going to connect with the drone? Oh! Dirty. Look at that. Big drone hit from GameTime with his Banelings. We've got some more Zerglings moving out from JimRising, but they're going to be intercepted in the middle of the map by some of GameTime's Zerglings. Not going to be enough. So the Zerglings are going to retreat, and Jim is going to be morphing in some more Banelings. Let's see if these other two Banelings finish in time for GameTime to be able to defend this. We've got Jim's Zerglings running into the third base. There's not a lot of drones here for him to take out. There's the Queen moving behind the mineral line to get some defense from getting surrounded. And he's going to be cleaning it up with Banelings. Zerg versus Zerg is nutty, dude. We do have roaches on the way just about to pop out for GameTime. And we do see JimRising's Roach Warren just get put down right now. Now, we'll notice that some of these roaches are actually morphing into Ravagers. Which I'm not... you know, I don't really like Ravagers that much. If Jim is just using Zerglings, I'd figure that Ravagers would be really hard to hit the Zerglings with. I mean, one hit would do a lot of damage. But, you know... we'll see how it goes. We'll see what GameTime wants to do with these Ravagers, which are not moving up. These are Overlords. Just kidding. We do have the Ravagers and Roaches now moving out across the map for GameTime. Trying to look for a nice little hit that he can have. Morphing in some more Banelings to try to deal with Jim's massive amount of Zerglings. Meanwhile, Jim's Queens are kind of distracted by the Overlords. And GameTime is going to get those Overlords out. Let's see what happens. Ooh, ooh. Oh, he's using the Ravager Biles to try to take out the Spine Crawlers. Look at this. Is it going to be enough, though? He's transfusing the Spines with his Queens, and meanwhile, Jim does have a lot of Roaches coming out as well from his base. A lot of Zerglings, a lot of Banelings coming out, Roaches, and it is going to be enough. He did manage to take out one of the Spine Crawlers, but Jim is going to be able to hold this and push the Blue Zerg army back. Let's see if he's going to be able to clean up. He does have a lot of Zerglings. Like I said, it's going to be able to do a lot of damage to these Roaches that are slow. They're going to get easy surrounds. Roaches have slow attack speed. All he really needs to do is keep moving his Roaches out of GameTime's Corrosive Bile shots. And I think he's going to be able to clean this up very nicely. We do see more Zerglings coming across the map from GameTime, but I think that's going to be it. And yes, it is GameTime. GG is out of the match after JimRising handily cleans up the Ravagers and the rest of his Roaches. So if you guys think I did do a horrible job on this cast, you can leave a like and subscribe for some more StarCraft 2 videos. See you guys in the next one, and goodbye.